This is CHYM 96.7, and I'm John Tesh. Welcome to Intelligence for Your Life on the radio. My name is John Tesh, and if you want to go deeper, continue your relationship with us when it comes to healing and longevity and all kinds of great health intel, just take a trip to teshtv.com.
Want a dose of intelligence on all your devices 24/7? Sign up at teshtv.com.
Thank you, Jason. Here is a quick way to de-stress. Are you ready? It's pretty simple and it's pretty bizarre. You crack open a bottle of pure vanilla extract and you smell it. You take a whiff or even smell a vanilla candle. Turns out vanilla contains compounds called vanilloids, and studies show those compounds tell our brain to stop releasing stress hormones. The aroma also interferes with the chemicals that cause most pain and inflammation, which helps us feel better quickly. Why does vanilla work? Why should we be sniffing this stuff? Because it subconsciously reminds us of a mother's breast milk. A study was done on patients undergoing MRIs at Memorial Sloan Kettering, and it showed that patients who received spritzes of vanilla-scented air, they were 65% less anxious than patients who didn't get them.
Intelligence for your life.
Coming up, what do you think is most likely to increase your risk for dementia? Is it smoking, eating unhealthy foods, or having a few extra drinks? Believe it or not, one of those factors has been linked to a whopping 60% of people diagnosed with dementia. I'm going to tell you why this one factor is so dangerous so you can protect your brain. Stand by. All right, here's an important question to consider. What do you think is more likely to increase your risk for dementia? Is it smoking? You've heard about that, right? Drinking too much alcohol or eating gobs of unhealthy foods? Which one? According to a new study in The Lancet, based on studying more than 1 million people, binge drinking is officially now the biggest risk factor for developing dementia. In other words, binge drinking is more likely to cause dementia than smoking, obesity, having high blood pressure, or even having high cholesterol. So until recently, those other factors were the most common known risk factors for dementia, because with high blood pressure, for example, the increased wear and tear on blood vessels causes them to break down sooner. And in the brain, that causes cell damage that ultimately impairs brain function. But in this new study, researchers found that a whopping 60% of adults diagnosed with dementia also had a history of binge drinking at some point. Researchers say alcohol doesn't directly kill brain cells, as many of us thought. Instead, it damages the branch-like connections between cells called dendrites. And because those are involved with passing signals between neurons, researchers say the more we drink, the slower our brain functions until the damage finally becomes irreversible. Let's put that another way. We now know the best thing that we can do to protect our brain and avoid developing dementia is to never binge drink. Researchers say stick to no more than 1 drink a day maximum.
The John Tesh Radio Show.
And coming up, what do ankle sprains and bone fractures and major head injuries have in common? Well, for once, we're not talking about contact sports like football, because for a growing number of people, these painful injuries are the surprising result of simply walking the dog. Don't miss this story.